welcome to another cost of living crisis with, welcome.
Thank you, Jack. Good to be back.
Lovely. When we sit down and work out what we're going to talk about, Will, we quite often look back at the week and say, hey, what's happened that we can bring up? That's a good example for these cost of living crisis videos. We had an idea, and just as I was setting up the array of high technical equipment of phones and iPads and bits of blue tack, somebody called you, Will, and referred a family for a food bag. And we said, right, really good idea. It's not something we talk about often. It's kind of like a little bit of a awkward topic. People don't like talking about it, but things are getting really, really tough. So we thought we'd talk about that. And Will, what we want to talk about is how, as a school, if you are working for a school, somebody can refer someone, or if you're a family and you don't want to come directly to a food bank, you can go through a school. Yeah,
so basically, if you're a school that's watching this, then it's probably your HR or your pastoral team that would be reaching out to us, and the details will. You just need to make a call to us. We can have a chat. We can look at providing to the level of need that's required, so we can build in all the dietary needs that might be required, things that children particularly like. So it's reaching out through the various different. I mean, I probably work with most schools, but there are occasions I'm reminded that maybe there aren't.
Well, but we have a great relationship with schools because of harvest festivals and fundraisers and things like that. And you've gone in and spoken to little children and bigger children
sometimes.
Just to apologise, to talk about what House of Bread do. And you always say during those talks, never assume that nobody in the room will need House of Bread.
It's very true.
But that's just in terms of food, but we can offer so much more than food during the cost of living crisis, and we could stand here and list it off, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is to get in touch with us and say we need some help.
And make the call. So if you're a person talking to me from the school, then let's talk about the individual need. Let's look at specifics that family might want, and don't hold back in terms of what their needs might be. So whatever it is, add it to the list. Let us know. Let us see how broad that category is, and then we can help, or we know somebody who can provide the bits that maybe we can't provide. Reach out to us under the contact details, as you said, Jack.
So that's what's happened when the family have spoken to the school. If you are somebody watching this who, it's getting warmer, so, a lot of people crassly say, hey, you don't need to worry about bills, but that doesn't matter. People might pay quarterly, people might pay weekly. It might be that you're already in debt. It might be that it doesn't matter what happens, you won't be able to save enough for when the winter and the colder weather comes around again. And we all would like to be comfortable. So if you're a family and you think, like we said in last week's video, you don't want to go to House of Bread, it's for other people or whatever, going to your school, where your children go to, because that's a lot of people who are being affected at the moment, is young ones who eat everything and loads of it. It's a really good option to go to the school. The schools are set up to help people, aren't
you've probably got a relationship with the person in the pastoral team. Reach out to the person you feel comfortable talking to, and then they'll contact us. That's really important.
And it sounds depressing to say, but you won't be the first person in that class, in that school. You won't be the first person that day. We just wanted to use this video to say what an amazing job schools do and how they look after the pupils and the families, because they want the best for their pupils.
Because the children need to be fed and watered, so to speak, so that they're going to be able to learn at the efficient level that they should. So if they're coming hungry to school, that's not a great start to the day. So it's really important that if people reach out to us in whatever avenue we're talking about, whichever we've discussed, but don't just sit there. We've said this time and time again. Don't just sit there. Reach out to the people you know. Reach out to the people you feel comfortable talking to. It may not be us, although we're lovely, but it might be the school. So contact the school, who will then contact us.
Yeah. Great, fantastic. And we will look at other relationships that people have with various organisations who get in touch with us. But a big shout out, Will, to all the schools that have supported us.
Fantastic.
And we've helped. You have been fantastic over the years. And I think that relationship is really coming into its own during this cost of living crisis.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right. Thank you very much for joining me.
That's all right, Jack. Good to be back.
Thank you. We didn't go anywhere. Thank you very much for watching. As always, really, really important to like and share these videos. You don't know who's watching. We've just mentioned schools. There are schools everywhere. It doesn't have to be in Stafford. It doesn't have to be a school phoning House of Bread. It could be anyone. So that's super, super important. It could be somebody on the Northumbrian coast. I don't know. What am I talking about? But yeah, just like it and share it. You don't know who you're friends with on Facebook, and stuff travels.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's rubbish, but sometimes it's great.
It's good, yeah.
So after all that, I'm just going to say, don't forget to check out Hob News going up on Sundays. But until then, we shall see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.